Hi, James from Vintage Bricks. Today we are going to go over 5, maybe 6 decades of service stations, the highlights, and it'll be a quick journey, and I have my wife Jean to keep me on track. So let's get going. Quick overview. Quick ESSO, the smaller HO scale, small scale, in the 1950s. Still small scale. The ESSO switched to Shell. I love those tankers. Then 1978, the minifigure was born in a regular size Shell station. And Exxon snuck in there in 1980. Shell still in the play though. So the Metro Park and Service Tower was a Shell station. Then in 1992, Octan came in. Shell was out. And then town plan, kind of a throwback to the 50s, but a upgraded. And then in the 2019, the corner garage, the granddaddy of garages. There you go. Let's start our 6 decades of service stations. Let's start in 1955. Lego first released a ESSO, I think I'm pronouncing that right, sign and gas station. There's a sign. There's the little, aren't those cute little gas stations? And here is the ESSO sign. The reason they're so small is this is what's called HO scale. Think like Matchbox. And that's what Lego initially did in the 1950s. In 1958, I believe, they came out with what they call a town plan. So they were able to put their, little gas station to work here. And they created a little service station here where they had the pumps, and they even had like the ESSO tanker. And you come in and you get this done. Interestingly, ESSO was bought out by Exxon. So this is double S, Exxon's double X, double O, S, double X, can't say that. But so this is really an Exxon company, and they were in Canada for 50 years, and I've seen these stations over in Europe, so they're still around. And then eventually ESSO phased out for Exxon. Jumping ahead to 1966, Lego decided ESSO out and Shell in. And there's like a little Shell tanker. And there's a set 325, which I have photos of. You'll see that's a set I want, but I don't have yet. But these tankers go with that set, and it's still that small scale. But as you'll see from the pictures, it became a little more like the service station that you might see at any small town. As you'll see, 1978 changes everything. So we're in the 1970s now. We saw in the last part that they went to Shell. In 1978 was a special year because that's when Lego came out with the famous minifigure. And the minifigures had stickers on them initially. They weren't printed on. And they came out with the town theme then. That's morphed into the city theme now. And part of that town theme, of course, was, not only did they need a hospital and police station, they needed a petrol gas station. And here it is, a Shell station from 1978. The guys would run out, or the gals, in this case, and they'd fill up the tank with petrol or gas, and off they go. Oh yeah, here's the box of it. Pretty classic box. Exxon makes a guest appearance. Now we're just entering the 80s, and Lego busted out a gas station, service station, that's Exxon. So they went to ESSO, to Shell, to Exxon. This is the only Exxon set, as far as I know, the Lego has ever done. I'm not sure why they decided to do that, but we already learned before that ESSO and Exxon were the same corporate company. And you'll see on here, 1980, the gas pumps are starting to look a little bit more spiffy, a little more electronic now. And the other thing I notice is that there's a little bit more of a higher rise store on this too. So pretty cool set. My box here I have is a little bit beat up, but I still love my boxes. So there we go.
So do you know if these corporations had any sort of monetary, stay in all of this, or?
It was really common for Lego to partner with different corporate sponsors to, have drawings, or you'd send your receipts in, let you buy things. That actually might have been the case with this set. That might have been a set you had to, show some receipts from Exxon to get the set. Somebody out there can correct me if that's not right. So we are now at 1988. This is the evolution of the Shell station. I think they've really hit the home run here. Over here, what do you think these are over here?
Car wash.
Correcto. Car wash. We got a car wash. We have a parking garage, a multi-level parking garage. It has the lift that comes up and down. Now that is really fancy. And then we, of course, have the gas part over here, and also where you can get your tires changed, get your oils changed. This thing does it all. Let me spin it around here like this. And I do think this thing closes
look at that.
like this.
Wow.
Wow. So now you can drive through it and get your gas.
That's pretty
Isn't
slick.
that pretty cool?
Yeah.
Like I said, upgrade 1988, the Shell upgrade.
No kidding. So you said one of our grandsons helped you assemble this.
Yeah, he was 4 when we did it a couple years ago together. And he now says it's his. So as a grandpa, I'm not going to argue with that. So someday he can put it in his dorm room or something as he gets older. 1990s and beyond. Shell out, Octane is in. Now it's the 1990s. And off to the side here, you'll see a set I don't have on my Christmas list. It's a Octane service station. So Lego out with Shell and in with Octane. And why did Shell get the boot? And Octan, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. But they're in, and this is a made-up company. It must be an energy company, and made up by Lego. I'm sure it had something to do with the cost of the sponsorship, although I read online it's something to do with Shell's energy or environmental practices when they got the boot. So this set we're seeing here is not the 1992 original Octan set. This set, now we're in the 2000s. This is part of a commemorative set. That's the town plan that commemorates 40 years of the town plan. And here we have the new and improved revision of the service station. It's up to the Octan. Now, this does open and close. It has the same corner look. If you go back early in the video and look at the ESSO one, oh, here he is right here. You see a little bit of the same curved design. So this is like the upgrade version after 40 years. They're going to do some kind of upgrade. This is the smaller scale. This is the regular scale one. And has pretty fancy.
Can you show us the inside here when you
Well, let's spin. Let's go ahead and spin around so we can see the insides.
Okay, can you open it up like you did before?
Okay, how does that open? I'll just keep spinning. I'll just keep spinning. There we go.
Let's take a look.
There enough light to see in there?
Not great, but I think enough.
Okay. Yeah, a lot more detail. These newer sets, you'll start seeing more and more detail. I just fixed the roof there. Onto the home stretch now. 2019, and Lego has turned the petrol station or the service station into a garage station. So this is something you might see maybe in Brooklyn, downtown somewhere. And we have a pretty fancy tow truck. Let me show you the other tow truck we had previously. So as the years go on, they certainly have improved their detail. So this is, again, you'll see it's an Octane there, and it would go nice on any corner in a busy city here. I have a little dog upstairs, and then when we take off the top 2 stories like this, inside we have a working garage in there, working, where they could. So this is, I guess, the ultimate in Lego garages and service stations. Thanks for coming for Vintage Bricks. Hope you enjoyed the overview. As time permits, I'd like to do individual reviews of each of these sets to go over them. And if you haven't subscribed, please do, and hope to see you soon.
I have one more question for you.
Oh, this is a postscript. Okay, I'm ready. Postscript.
As we're sitting here working, I look up and
Yeah.
see all these soldiers.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that this is all downstairs and not on the level where we sleep, because I would have nightmares that they would all come to life and attack us.
Yes. Yeah. It's kind of like, what was that movie where they were
The
at
Night
the
at the Museum.
Night at the Museum, and these guys do. I come down here and they're all over the place, and I say, I'll give you 5 minutes to get back into your little spots there.
I mean, they're scary if you think about it.
They are scary. Yeah. Those are Indians or Islanders. I'm sorry. And we have the knights up there to protect us.
It's like there's a war ready to break out downstairs here.
There's lots of antennas though, so if we have to communicate with aliens, we can.
Well, that's good. At least they'll have plenty of gas.
With that funny comment, at least we'll have gas. The aliens, that is. I'll leave you and see you guys soon.